A lot of you have brought candidates uh, to Goa. The interviews were taken in Goa, and we have a few of them. Some of them, uh, a lot of them are good, very good candidates, which you must know. Each office would know that you have brought candidates how they have fared uh, in the interviews there. However, uh, there are jobs which are there. We have sent these. Uh, we have sent the CVs to the offices, to the companies which we have interviewed for, and one company has chosen two people. However, we will let you know shortly which are the people who have been taken. But the others, I suppose, because this time is Christmas time and a lot of things are put on standby here. By 15th or so of December, most of the people shut down. The schools go on holidays for 2 weeks, and it only they will start coming in on the 2nd, some of them on the 6th. So until then, there will be a lull. So there won't be many people in the offices. So this is always the case during Christmas and New Year here in the UK. So we had interviewed people for UK. So most of them will get the jobs, but we will have to wait for the companies to come back. They have said that they will be employing these people. Two, I'm sure, I'm. They have given us two have come up immediately and said that they will take these two people, but you will be notified which are the people who are going to go. Um, but we had asked those candidates to let us know what sort of salary they were expecting. It's not what they minimum salary and anyway is 38,700, so which will be around 40,000 pounds. That's minimum. They will be given that, but depending on the experience and qualifications, of course, they will be offered more. Some of them much more. Um, so, Mr. Shankar, who had interviewed those people, his company itself is going to take some people as well, but he has got other companies which have already uh, have been given these. Uh, the jobs are there. Their CVs have been sent. So just expect to have uh, some idea of who's going to go uh, when, just after New Year. But normally, what happens is, I would say it will be middle of January that they will start working on these candidates to bring them. And we want to make sure that whoever has come to Goa and whoever we have the good candidates will get jobs. On the visa front, we were expecting changes, but nothing much has changed. However, there are a few changes which have come recently as this this week about students, which we will let you know for student visas and who want to come on uh, short short periods, short courses rather, short courses. So there are a few changes which have happened, but for the work visas, there's no change yet. We are expecting them to at least by. We were expecting end of December, but it did not happen yet. I suppose they're too busy with other things. But the government should uh, have something by January or February changes will need to be made for the work visas, because if it goes on like this, then there could be an issue. To add to this, the new government has added the national insurance, increased the national insurance for not for the workers, not for the employees, but for the employers, which means it's going to cost the employer more money. But that's going to come only from April with the new tax year. It will start. However, the companies are already scaling down their workforce. They are this month, rather, it was 1.5% decrease in people who are asking for job vacancies. We are expecting at least 6% to 15% lower job vacancies in the new year, in January, February. That's because of the uncertainty in the market and what the government has done by increasing the national insurance. Now, national insurance, they have raised it from 13.2% or something to 15%, which is quite a bit. If you're talking about someone earning £50,000, they will have to pay them at least another 1.5% more, which will be around £2,000, £2,000 per person, per employee. And if you have 100 employees, it's 150,000. So the employers are not so happy. So what else can they do? If these are retail employees, they can pass over, this increase to the customers. But if there are services like accountancy, banks and other things, they cannot, they have to absorb it. So what happens, their P&L is affected, their money to their shareholders is affected. So to navigate that, they would employ less employees, or whichever way. See, the new whichever employees are there, they could also make them redundant. Some of the companies already started shedding employees, so that's how it is. So let's hope for the best. We are awaiting to see what's going to happen in the new year. But for sure, if the government is not going to make a U-turn and reverse these policies, then there could be serious issues for companies, which they're already addressing it. They're already telling the government, they are already lobbying to try and reduce this thing, that they have made a mistake. The government has made a mistake in increasing here. When they came with a mandate, they said that they would not be increasing taxes and stuff to the workers, but from the back they have increased the rates to the employers, which also is going to affect the workers, because there will be less workers employed, and some of them might even be made redundant. Some of those, if the companies are not able to pay this extra money that's required, if they don't do much more business, or whichever way it goes, there could be an issue. But for every cloud, there's always a silver lining, we say. We are looking at so many other avenues. We are looking at other countries as well, and we are looking at other verticals, like going into education, going into internships. All these things are added, because we cannot just depend on one thing, just the recruitment only. So, but having said that, we are looking for more companies. We are talking to a lot of companies, and which are quite positive, and we could be getting good results. We are working very hard on that at the back end. So expect something in the new year. We are looking for a very good 2025 for all of us, you included. If you do well, we also will do well, because we are not doing it alone. We are doing it with you. And that's why, as franchises, you are there. If you don't bring in people, we will not be able to place them. So my advice would always be to look for people, look for good people, not only in finance, not only in hospitality. Look at all the avenues that can be used, so that when we have jobs coming up, you have the candidate ready. It takes time to get them ready, because there are lots of process documents which are needed as well, in order for them to get the visas. And that's all from me for now. If you have any questions, I could try and answer them as best as I can. Any questions?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Frank, for providing insights into the finance updates and the opportunities overseas. So, anyone having any queries, clarification, Mr. Frank is here. So, in case you have any queries regarding some other topic, also you can always clarify. You can always ask. Feel free to reach out. If not, then thank you once again, Mr. Frank, for the training session. And thank you everyone for joining in, and wish you all Merry Christmas
And Happy New Year
yeah,
as well.
2025. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Laiba. You have come a little late, but nonetheless, very good. Thank you, Ashwak Bhai, Rachna, Ishita.
Thanks, sir.
I'll request
Rishma.
everyone to switch on your camera, please, maybe for a few seconds before we finally say goodbye. Yes, Laiba, Grishma, Laiba, Ashfaq, Arushi, if you are there. So here it goes, 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Thank you.
Christmas.
Bye, ma'am. Bye, sir.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.